I've been asked, how did Christians stray so far from Genesis 1:29? And I guess what we're told in Ezekiel chapter, I think it's 11, that God tells us and Ezekiel at the time, when he was bringing back the dry bones, because the people were spiritually dead. And he says, I will give them a heart and put a new spirit within them. I will remove their heart of stone from their flesh and give them a heart of flesh. Well, most people won't allow God to do that. And that's why they've strayed so far. They prefer to live in the hardness of their hearts, the stone, and not allow God to give them a soft heart. That's the problem. That's how they stray so far away. They don't want to leave the corrupt ways of this earth because they like the pound of flesh. Well, really, I think what they also like is they like the chewiness maybe, and they like the seasoning. There's the same kind of seasonings in plant foods, as a lot of you know. But it's the taste for death that is so ingrained in people's hearts and souls that they don't want to let go of it. They don't want to truly be born again, even though they claim they are. Because if we're truly born again, we allow God to change us. Just like he told Ezekiel. I know God did that with my heart. Because I had a pretty hard heart before. And he changed me. I was part of the world system. And I know a lot of you were part of the world system. But you allowed God to change your hearts. And most people don't. Most people don't want to. I talked to a farmer hunter, and I asked him a question. I said, the first time you shot a deer, didn't you have to harden your heart? And he says, oh yeah, absolutely. He still hunts. Why? Because he likes his pound of flesh. He knows, and his wife happens to be a pastor. And from that, they'll probably know who I'm talking about. But that's not allowing God to soften your heart. That's the problem. That's why Christians have strayed so far from Genesis 1:29. And I'm almost afraid to say amen, but that's really what it is. I'm praying the opposite.